Hello again, and welcome back to Stephen Sovey's World. It's been a while since I have posted on Substack, either a written post or a video post such as this. I have been away on vacation. My husband and I spent 16 days in Alaska, and we had a beautiful, beautiful trip. And one of the best things about it was that I was away from the happenings in the United States, on how Trump and Musk were destroying our democracy and the whole social fabric of our country. But there were instances while we were on a land trip through Alaska, especially visiting Denali National Park, where I couldn't help but think of what could happen to what we were seeing. First of all, the ranger staff at Denali National Park was basically a skeletal staff because Trump had fired them all. But then, as I looked at Denali, it's beyond words. You can't describe it in a video or a picture, but it's beautiful. The surroundings are beautiful. And I couldn't help but think that if Trump has his way, they'll be drilling for oil and minerals, destroying this, selling it off for profit, for Trump's own use. That this beautiful scenery could be easily destroyed. And coming back to the United States from Alaska, I was worried that my husband, who is a Malaysian Chinese, even though he's a citizen, I was worried he would find a little bit of difficulty in coming through customs, which he did. For probably 20 minutes, a half hour, I was a bit worried because he disappeared. And what had happened was that we had applied for the Global Entry Program, and the person doing his interview was having difficulty because the system was down. And I asked where he was after I got approved of that, and basically told none of my business. And they were extremely rude, obnoxious, but he did make it through safely after a while. When we went through Canadian customs, it was a breeze. Canadian customs were very friendly, not arrogant as American customs were, but we made it back home. And coming back home, I felt a little sad after the vacation, but I felt overwhelmed because I was catching up on the news, catching up what Trump was doing and Musk. The latest crap that he's shoveling out to the American people is a ban on people visiting from certain countries. Of course, the countries are from Africa, and they just happen to have citizens who are black or Muslims. And I couldn't help but think that July 4th is about a month away, where we celebrate our independence, our freedoms. And how can we celebrate when Trump has spent this past month erasing the memories of gay people like Harvey Milk, or black people of color like Harriet Tubman, who have contributed so much to our country, and then turns around and is eliminating visits from people of color or of a different religion because he doesn't like them. How can we celebrate July 4th, Independence Day, when this is happening? There's nothing to be proud of. And since I've been back, I've seen articles on Facebook or whatever. Even with what he's doing with immigration, kidnapping people, children off the streets, and not deporting them, he's just sending them to another country. They're disappearing. It's inhumane. And then the latest is that we all knew he was going to go after Medicaid and Medicare. And there's so many people agree with what he's doing because they haven't got the intelligence to realize Trump doesn't give a damn about them. And millions of people are going to lose their Medicaid coverage, and people on Medicare are going to lose benefits. The ones who are going to be hit the hardest are people who live in Trump countries, red states. And once again, looking back at the news from my own hometown, the ignoramuses there continue to support him. So, with mixed feelings, I come off vacation. I'm still look back at the pictures of Alaska and how beautiful it is. But I still think of how our country is being destroyed. And the Republicans are helping Trump right along with all MAGA supporters. What can we do? This July 4th, we have to recommit ourselves to defending the Constitution, to getting rid of MAGA. They're nothing but a bunch of billionaires who are trying to increase their control over our government and over our lives. They want to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid because that money that would have been spent on there could give them another yacht, another mansion, while the rest of us get one step closer to death. They don't care. So, come on, people. Let's look at July 4th and recommit. Fight the Nazis. Fight ICE. Fight against what Trump and MAGA and Republicans are doing to our country. I hope you all had a pleasant month while I was away, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much, and goodbye.